Hey everybody, how you doing on this Sunday? I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to shoot this little video before the wonderful weather gets here and makes us all hunker down or not. Just all depends on how it swings. So what I did was I took the original knocks off of these Easton Black Maxes and I put some different knocks on here. It works way better. They don't hug as tight and they're not as graspy. When you shoot the arrow, you can definitely hear it. So I don't know what the design flaw in that would be because the animal's going to go ping and then duck. They're going to hear that ping. So this will work better for me, especially in combat archery technique that I use. Today I have strung the Mongolian 50-pound horse bow. In a previous video, I used a 35-pound when I did the real fast shooting off of it, off the hip. Basically, I'm shooting way down here and pulling back. And it's a method you can use if you want to, just to expend arrows into a close target like I was. Works pretty good. Allergy season's kicking in, so I got a cough drop in my mouth in case you hear it. But anyway, we have successfully gone past 1 million views on a channel. Yay. We're looking at 1,050,000 plus. After today, it'll be probably closer to 1,060,000 or 70, depending upon everybody's whatever they're doing. You know, Sunday's normally a pretty busy day. A lot of people come out of church service, they go straight to videos and they check out videos. And I get a lot of traffic between now and 9 p.m. And then, of course, in the morning, in between 5 and 8 a.m. 8 a.m. So, yeah, it just depends upon the peak time and when I post a video. Sometimes the video is not ready to be observed by YouTube standards, depending upon what they're doing. Sometimes I get, hey, there were no issues with this video, blah, blah, blah. And other times it'd be like 2-3 hours later, and then there's a delay in the views that pick up the next day. So I'll post a video tonight and nobody will really see it until tomorrow or start watching it until tomorrow. So, or maybe even 2 days later, because I'll look at a video when I go back down and look at all the views I had. I was like 10,000 views. When did I get 10,000 views on that video? I didn't get no views on it the first, 12 hours I had posted. So the way that they're changing things around right now on YouTube, there's definitely delays in a lot of things, but there's also some better factors, longer shorts, not terribly bad, but nobody's really going to watch a 3-minute short. Okay. Unless it's a girl trying on clothes and she's showing very little clothes and more body. Okay. So yeah, that people stay glued to that. I've seen some of the demographics on that. So to try on hauls really work if you do that. So if you guys, out there listening, see that, you'll understand try on haul. Doesn't matter if you're a super skinny girl with a nice model figure or a bigger girl with a very, very full figure. Trying on clothes apparently is something that people stop to watch for 3 minutes. Me, I'm shooting arrows in definitely less than 7 seconds on a lot of them. So my videos are in between, 5 and 8 seconds long. Because, I shoot 3 arrows real quick and then I give you the slow thumbs up because this is an archer thing. And it goes back to archery back in the old English days. This is a good, solid brace height. Okay. So it's my thumb. If I stretch it, I can touch it. But if I'm relaxed, it's right there. And that's what you want. You want that brace height. You want to give me a new string for this. I have to wax this when the wax is not really all there. I mean, it is, but you can feel a little bit. I need more wax, that's for sure. But this string should last me a little while longer. If not, I'll just take from another. It's a same string as I have over there for the 35 pound. And they're the same strands, so it should work out, but the serving strings get a little frazzled right there where I knock. This is an up knock. I normally do a thumb draw with this. that I'm really clumsy going into the up knock anymore. I've been doing a lot of down knocking. And so, I can just sit here and this is a 30-inch arrow, so it's definitely 20-inch draw all day long. Target's right there, of course. Um, so when you get into the bows, this is a PMZ archery, Mongolian horse bow, or long bow, as they would say. It's like a 54-inch bow, 55-inch bow, something like that. These are really good for getting into the archery sport because these are $59, $49, something like that. The 50 pounds is a little bit more than the other model. And I have the red limb, but I painted it black using marker. What I did was, just go over it. Of course, I'm not going to do a great job here. And make it darker because that's what I wanted. I want a black one. They'll make me one just for me and then sell it with my name on it. So I don't know. I get into, modifying my own stuff. I put my name on here, of course. This is something I like to do. You can still see the red in it. I need to use some shoe dye. But when I look at it through my eyes, I see something different than what you will in the camera. I like this fiberglass bow, horn and wood sea, or the tips. I like that. I don't know if this is horn or if this is just a covering. I won't say it might be fiberglass too. But this is the 50-pound version of this, and I've got a lot of wear on the arrow pass as I learned to katra with these bows a lot. This one has a more rectangular or square grip to it. It does curve in the back and concave in the front, but it's flat on the sides. So I wouldn't even call it oblong. With a 35-pound, it's a rounder, fuller, more comfortable grip than what this is. And you can modify your own stuff with leather and stuff if you know how to stitch or braid leather. So yeah, and then of course the serving string, or not serving string, is to be twine, hemp or something to that effect, is also there. And that's something that anybody can probably do if you wanted to modify a bow. Just depends upon your skills in using materials, which I may get into one of them, do one for you, so that way you'll know. I've got some other bows over there. I was thinking about doing the other Turkish horse bow from the other maker, but I don't know if I'm gonna use that bow or get another bow like that and modify it as I want to with a wooden, or not a wooden, a more leathery grip, because the bare wood is really, you can feel the hand shock. Hand shock is something that you really don't feel in this one. At least I don't think. Let me double check here. Shoot another arrow. Oh, got him here because I'll show you in a second. Not really, because it's already wrapped. You really don't feel anything. I might add string silencers on here to get rid of the B note in this. So the sound that comes out of it, so that way there's no alerting if I go out and do any hunting with a 50-pound bow, which is something you can do. 35 also in Indiana, but that just all depends. These nocks are regular nocks, just like the nocks I took off, but they're different. They're taller. The other ones were kind of short, and they really squeezed the string, like I said, and it made an extra ping as it comes off the string. So I wanted that gone, and this works really well. Like I said, 30-inch shafts. I have a bullet point on here for field point. You have then some reinforced, if you will, inserts to help cushion, because these are aluminum and they're soft metal, so they'll cushion and not really mushroom the shaft out if you hit a solid object. But although I haven't really hit a solid object with this yet, The second one I shot there was a brass tip. I've used the brass tips to shoot metal or cans, so there's no ferrous sparking between metals because the brass won't do that unless, of course, you hit it a lot faster. If I put it on a faster bow, like an 80, 90, 100 pound or more, which a 340 spine I would put on an 80-pound bow. 350 spine, maybe two also, but I have 290 spine, and I'm going to get some 260 spine or 240 spine for the heavier bows that I'm going to be getting. And then, of course, the 100-pound bow, I'll have a special shaft for that. So that way I can definitely have, yeah, so that way I can only have the specific type of, I lost my train of thought there for a sec, specific type of bow to shoot a specific type of shaft. It is very important that you understand that. So you're going to go starting off in archery. You're going to go get you a 35-pound bow, 45-pound bow. 500 spine is good for you. 500 spine, you can take 50, 50. I can do that all day on this. And even the 60s, I've done it. I'm not overly concerned because I'm shooting into this target. It's not hurting the arrow when I shoot into that EC 300. So it's a lot safer to do with a 500 spine on that. You can do 400 spine if you want to. 300 spine, I do have one arrow like that. I do have some 350 spines. I get that up to 70 pounds. So that's not a big deal. But like I said, 340 spine is a good target on 70 and 80-pound bows, even though it says 70 max. I'll gauge it. Oh, these are the 290s from San Lita Dragon 10s. San Lita Dragon 10s at 290, and these are the ones I'll be getting at 240 next trip I go to buy arrows. And I'll be using their nocks up to a point. They rotate a lot. They move a lot. So you're not using those in fast archery. Those are target arrows in which you put it on, you adjust it, and then you shoot it. It's a weird process when you do the competition shooting. They'll grab their arrow, then they'll have it like this, and they'll put an arrow in there, and they'll adjust it. They'll adjust it, and then they'll set to shoot. And when it's their turn to shoot, they got like 20 seconds to shoot in bare bow competition, especially. So, yeah, when you get into the archery sport and you want to shoot targets, you're going to come into those videos on YouTube that show you how they do things, and that's very much how your tutorial videos are important to understanding, especially if you're using thumb draw. I watch a lot of videos on thumb draw. I've talked to people about this thumb ring. This is the better thumb ring that's offered. It's got a deep hook on it. See the pronounced hook right there. And so when you use this, and I polish this, so sometimes it's a little shinier than what it is now. More mirror type. So when you use these, I would only like for it to be maybe 5 centimeters longer, so it covers the end of the thumb, and you won't get any, especially on other types of strings, you won't get any string burn because it will. Sometimes you don't get the string, sometimes you do, sometimes even with a knocking point. I have a knocking point, and my knocking point opening is over here because I use this for thumb draw a lot. So if I catch any type of if I don't do it right, then my finger will catch the opening of the knocking point. So that could be an issue, but I'm not overly concerned with it because I really haven't hit it yet. I had before with another arrow or a bow, and then I took the knocking point off, which is a process I'll have to do. I'll film a video on that here soon before too long. That way you can see how that works. So if there are any questions, put them in the comments down below. If you want to know more about these bows, let me know what type of content you want me to do as far as what to shoot. I do have some objects lined up for this spring, summer timeframe. So when we get in, they'll be outside after Wednesday. We'll be going outside to shoot, and I'll take this bow and I'll show you the distance we'll go out to 100 if I can, definitely 50, and I'll shoot into a BC 300, and you'll see how well that works out. But thumb draw, Slavic draw, I'll do the combat archery method on it, or combat archery technique, free arrow drill, and you guys can see how well that works at 50 for accuracy. I still should be able to put all three of them on target. So stay tuned, subscribe. We'll see you again.